Okay, it's my mother's yurtzeit tonight, so this is Ilu Neshama Bracha Bas Yosef. We're discussing here this dramatic story in Parsha Bereishis, the first murder in the history of humanity, Cain killing Hevel. And as you recall, when God asked Cain, "Where's your brother?" he gave this famous answer, "Hashomer achi anochi, am I my brother's keeper?" The Midrash Tanchuma takes this in a very unusual fashion. The Midrash says that actually Cain was blaming God for the murder of his brother because he was saying, "Hashomer achi anochi, am I the one who's supposed to be watching over people in this world? You, God, created everything and everyone. You are the shomer. You're the one supposed to be safeguarding everyone's health and well-being. If something went wrong, if something's not good, you're the one who is responsible. You're the shomer." To which God answers, even more unusual, Kol damei achicha toakim elai min adama. The blood of your brother is screaming. Instead of the Midrash changes it to Eli, to Alai, the blood of your brother is screaming at me from the blood-soaked earth. In other words, Hevel too was asking the same question. Why, God, did you allow me to be killed? Why didn't you intervene? Now, you might be thinking, hey, that's an easy one. Blame everything on God when anything goes bad. I mean, Chava could have done the same thing, right? Why didn't Chava say, "Hey, God, it's not my fault. It was the snake"? Well, that's what she did say. Why wasn't that argument any good? Well, there's two more things that the Midrash brings which are part of the accusations which Cain leveled at God. Maybe this helps answer the question of why Chava couldn't give the same argument. Number one, Chava was confronting this Yetzirah, this evil inclination, which was outside of her body. It was in the snake. I don't know, perhaps that's easier when it's not in you. In other words, Cain's argument is for all of us, saying God, post Eden, in the New World Order, the evil inclination is within us. We are designed to have this desire to do the wrong thing. So when something goes wrong and we slip up, what's the big surprise? You designed us this way. So she didn't have that argument. Number two, Cain argued, I lost my temper because of you, God. I was the one who initiated the whole idea of giving a sacrifice to God, and Hevel was just a copycat. You rejected my sacrifice and you accepted the one of Hevel, so I lost my temper and I was in a jealous rage. It's your fault, God. So it's interesting because I think you'll never see in the history of the world a therapy session between God and a human being like there happened in the story of Bereishis, where God tries to calm Hevel down and God warns him and God dimensionalizes the sin as this thing hovering right outside your door, tried every which way to no avail, even warning him of the consequences to no avail. So the impromptu therapy session didn't work and the murder was committed. What's the answer? The answer is the terrible price of free will. This world was designed that people had free will and they can commit heinous acts. And this same blood screaming out from the soiled earth is also saying, why do bad things happen to good people? Why did the Holocaust happen? Anything and everything in human history is being screamed at God. And the answer that is not given here, but is the answer, is that this is, as I said, the terrible consequence of free will. God, we are not robots. We are not even angels who are directed by God of what to do. We have free will, and the consequences are that we make bad decisions. and we have to live with it, because if it was any other way, there would be no tests, there would be no growth, and the whole idea of doing good and getting reward, the whole reward and punishment system would not be in place. So this is the way the world has to be. What God is basically saying in his admission is, I understand that the world that I created, because it has free will, doesn't look so just. I admit that. There's going to be many instances where people are going to look and say, wow, this really doesn't seem fair. And that is the consequence of free will. Have a great Shabbos.